Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana, Sjsrana reporting for December 7th, time about 1 a.m. IST, which is 100 hours IST India Standard Time. Folks, this time I'm giving you India Standard Time, and because last time there was a little goof up, a small goof up on the time with the EST, IST and the PST time. So this time I'm just giving the straight IST time. It's December 7th at about 100 hours IST India. So this 100 hours IST is the time where it started the process, but the current time right now it's about uh, 200 hours IST India Standard Time, December 7th, 2024. So we are looking at the sun. Let's jump to the main topics. And as I was predicting few days before, you can check my last podcast videos that sun is going to flare some major CMEs, and we are seeing a lot of that effect. Over here, we're going to cover a lot of topics, focusing on basically the RG Car medical institution where the brutal murder of rape of doctor occurred, and we're going to delve into that. We're also going to delve a little bit onto the Russia Ukraine war, and we're also going to look a little bit onto the Israel war. A lot of other topics, but major I'm going to focus on this RG Car a medical institution where the doctor was raped, because that's the main topic I picked up. Also, I picked up Adani, the corruption, the bribery scandal. I'm going to touch up little bit on that and what's going on to that scope. Okay, so this time a lot of other topics which are going to be more important. I'm just giving a little glimpse on December 7th time about you can say 100 hours IST. Yeah, this time I was about a little bit outside for about 40 minutes. Have to pick up some belongings from the car and also some other a little important task I had to do to put the garbage bin also. So these chores I get little time. I do it after 2 or 3 days because I have three cats, as I told you. So with the three cats, you also get some of their trash in the bin. So that piles up. So I had to do that chore, daily chore. And the other thing is I'm going to spend some time here because daily I spend about 2 to 3 hours writing the articles, posting on onewordpress.com, which I'm editor in chief for last 14 years, trying to report on humanity, on the social causes, and what is ahead, lying ahead, which is going to be insight for humanity. As you know, I've already indicated you in 2019 about the pandemic COVID-19. My prediction was in 2019. Yep, folks, I've been predicting a way before, always a year before the major calamities to the humanity. So in 2019, I predicted COVID-19. No one had even thought, ever dreamt of that. So my prediction in 2019 was with hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yeah, so this was looking ahead for 2020 while it was October, November in 2019. That was the prediction. I also posted on then Twitter, now it's taken by X. Also did that prediction on other forums. So let's take a disclaimer first. This is going to be my short disclaimer, personal disclaimer. I do it every time so that my other community, the world community which I'm connected to, the feedbacks which come, they know what is going on. As you know, I keep preparing the video post for just for the humanity so that they can come forward and become more progressive and more humanity related development. So you know what there's a common saying which is it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So in this current day and age where we are finding people are getting engrossed in a lot of different indulgence, it's very hard to find people who can stay constant and who can stay right on the path of morality, ethics, and humanity. Before we delve into further topics, there's going to be a personal disclaimer from my side, which is going to run for about you can say a few minutes, and this is very important because there are a lot of misconception, there are a lot of seeded deception, deceit, where I am residing here in India. A lot of people are around. A lot of people spreading misinformation, deception, deceit, and trying to tarnish the image of people who are trying to follow the right path in India, especially. It's very hard over here. Site has been maintained for very long. rapists, racist, fascist, imposters, trespassing morons, which are spreading lies, misinformation about me. So I keep repeating this part that I've never taken anything. As Sjsrana has never taken anything from India racist, fascist, rapists, impersonators, thugs, delivery agents. Many of them are trespassing morons also. They trespass anywhere, and they're also siding with the devils of India. So all these things which are there are going to them. Topics which I'm covering are always posting on my oneworldpress.org site. You can see in front of your screen that I am sharing that snapshot. That this is on the site where I'm sharing all these articles. So you can always take a look. You can go back past 14 years. Yep, I've been reporting chief editor-in-chief for this site for last 14 years, folks. And I've been basically doing is it's like keeping journal, a logbook of the planet Earth. So I'm maintaining that sort of logbook. So people wonder why I have to report, why I'm doing all this. It is to serve the humanity, to give them the light where they are headed and where they are facing the devils and the spiritual devil war ongoing. So last 14 years there is a spiritual war now going on, and that spiritual war has ended. And though it will continue in the background, but now it's taken the world war front. So that's what I want to tell you. This revelation, I have revealed it 14 years ago also, lot many times. Now I'm revealing the spiritual war has almost ended. Spiritual war will continue in the background now. In the foreground now you will see the world war as I predicted in October 2019 under the hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yeah, you can check back on Google. So we are looking here at the statement of the father of the doctor who was brutally raped and murdered in Kolkata, which is Bengal, which is basically east of India, touching the Bengal Bay, Bay of Bengal. And this state witnessed this horrific incident, and the father is now releasing the statement that what happened, what transpired all through, and he has been saddened by the whole news. Obviously, it's a very tragic event. Now he says that he was trying to do this latest release, which he has done it on especially in the Hindi language, which is most popular language in India, and he could have done in Bengali also, which is his native language. But he did his coverage, latest release, which he has made on what is going with the RG car case and the CBI investigation. So from his personal perspective, what he has said mostly is that he was very dismayed by the Kolkata police, the way the cops acted. They say it was very wrong the way they did the investigation, and so he had to move to the Calcutta High Court seeking the good agency. So he was very much disappointed by the cops of India. Yep. Most of the time, the people who are sufferers, victims, females, girls, or whatever, they are very much traumatized, but they also get dismayed by the cops most of the time because there are many reasons. One of them, they do a delay investigation, or so sometimes they're doing shady investigation. Then there is bribery, corruption. So if there's corruption, a lot of things happen, go wrong. So in this case, the father of that deceased murdered victim has claimed that the police, he was very disappointed. So he had to move to High Court to get them right and do the function properly or give them some good agency. So CBI had to come. So under the direction of the Supreme Court and as well as High Court, they wanted CBI to investigate. And currently the investigation is ongoing where they are finding that this basically was a very bizarre crime, very brutal bizarre crime. And right now they have only caught one person, but they've also got one or two other person. But at the same time, this whole episode has highlighted many other things. So this is one of the release which you can see on my view graph. This is from Gemini. Yeah, I'm using Gemini AI, so I've got some details on that, which is on the view graph. So what they have in fact right now is that one person, which is Mr. Roy, who is basically prime accused, and what they have is also the principal of the RG Car Medical Institution. So that person has also been accused basically because a lot of wrongdoings were seen around. But what is very important here is, folks, during this whole episode of RG Car investigation, first of all, it was very short investigation by police. Second, they did a very delay investigation where the zero FIR should have been launched immediately. They did delay on it. They took almost 11-12 hours, and they were not even doing the investigation the right way. Basically, either they were trying to shield the main predator or perpetrator, you can say over here. So that was the case. This is the biggest problem with the cops in India, that when these very critical crime issues of rapes basically and these occurs, they do a very shoddy business at many times, maybe because of the corruption, bribery, because as I've been telling all along that the cops of India can be easily bribed and they can be very easily corrupted. I've stayed in America, in North America, as I told you, in US for almost about 7-8 years, then 2-3 years in Canada. I've seen the cops, the way they act there swiftly, and the investigation is very quick and in a very you can say a standardized form, and it's very formalized way. But over here in India, when it's a case of serious crime of rape, these people, the cops of India, they become like very belligerent. Lethargy is seen. Either the case will be taking at least 10 to 20 days where they don't even do investigation. If they do the investigation, they will not inform all the proper people or accused, or maybe they have suspicion on. They will never inform them. They will keep them in dark, and at some time point they will just try to put them in under the bus. So because they're trying to hide the perpetrator or the predator. Thirdly, the investigations, mostly, as I told you, in the bribery and corruption case is seen. And fourth, there is no strong measure when a cop is seen filing a fake fabricated case of rapes, serious crime as rape, murder. They are not given the proper law punishment, because if they're filing the fake and fabricated cases, they should be jailed. There is no other reason to let the cop go just like that and still enjoy impunity. Why the cops have to enjoy impunity? They should be immediately jailed if more cases are seen on basically filing fake and fabricated cases against the innocents. Because in India, it's very easy to file a case of rape. Any small thing can be triggered as a rape case if it's not political, if it's not a powerful person. So they can put anyone behind the bars just like that. So they never do the investigation. They never see what is going around. They never communicate with the neighbors all around, all the neighbors where the thing happened. So all can basically communicate and pour some thoughts what is going on. They will not do that part. They will not investigate with the neighbors that okay, there was a gang rape, there was a rape happening in your neighborhood. Were you aware? Are you aware what is going on? No, they were never. I have never come to know in my stay of India for almost 12 years that any cop coming to me where the neighborhood rape is taking place or marital rape or whatnot, they have come and asked like, did you see anything? Did you notice anything? I have never seen. I have never seen them coming and approaching on that case. And this is the most bizarre fact where the cops of India are to be blamed. So that's why I have a strong saying that if the cops of India are filing fake and fabricated cases of rapes or POSCO, they should be immediately jailed. That is my statement. Otherwise, they're playing with the Constitution of India and they're befooling the general people or citizens of India or whatnot. So this is a very bizarre scenario, folks. It's not an easy thing. Many times their lapses, their lethargy, or their basically you can call the deliration of duty, basically innocents are targeted, and such serious crime of rapes and murder, it should be taken very seriously, and they should act promptly. They should investigate. They should put all the people who they have suspicion on. They must bring to the court. They must immediately bring to the notice, and they should serve the hand notice or the notice by public prosecutor whatnot. But what goes on behind the scenes with India cops? This is where the shady business starts, because when there is corruption, there is bribery. Any person who is a main culprit or a main predator can bribe the cops, and corruption. With corruption, they can have underhand deal with the table, and they can basically blame an innocent around. Yep, for the cops of India, it's very easy. There's no check and balances by the higher departments or the senior personnel in the cops that if they're filing a fake fabricated rape case, they are to be punished or they are to be jailed immediately. So today, as you can see, I have released this email. This is the communication I do with the outer world, the media guild, that based on the article rape and the case investigation ongoing and how the cops were suspended. Many cops were suspended. Even the commissioner of police was shunted out. Yep, because of the public outcry, because the way they dealt this investigation, it was very shoddy. It was lacking all the evidences. It was doing a wrong investigation. It was not catching the right culprit. So all these lapses were there and cops were enjoying. So because of the public outcry, massive outcry, they have to shunt down the commission of the police. That is how it should happen. Anywhere a rape is occurring, especially the minor girl rapes or other rapes, if the cops are not doing their job well or they're doing the fabricated cases, the commissioner of the police should be shunted out immediately. And all the cops should be jailed immediately who are doing the short investigation, because a rape is not a minor or a simple case, which is like a matrimonial dispute, like you can say like that. It's a very serious crime, and people who are involved or put under suspicion, their whole life will be spoiled. So this is why the RG rape victims and the doctors have been protesting for almost 200 days constantly. They were basically watching all the cops who were not doing their duty. They will ask the High Court to shunt them out. So people have very less faith on the cops of India, I tell you folks. When have you seen in public delegation or basically in public communities anywhere in India, they are avoiding or rewarding or they are asking cops to join there as a VVIP? In India, you will never find people or public gathering asking cops of India to join their gathering to regard them as a VVIP, because they know what they do behind the scenes. Cops of India are very famous for corruption, for high level of bribery, and of doing a blame game, or basically many times doing a shoddy investigation, and they are very popular in the whole world. So a small briefing. I know when I landed in India in 2010, I have also run through two shoddy investigations by the cops of India. Yeah, I'm giving some personal glimpses of my life. So I have run through them. I've seen how they do shoddy investigation and how they immediately put the blame on innocents. So two times cops of India basically put a wrong blame on me. They involved me in which was matrimonial dispute. Both of the time it was matrimonial dispute, and they put me under the investigation and they put me under the charges, which were all fabricated and fake charges. So the courts of India twice, it was in Punjab, Mohali, Chandigarh, twice the courts of India have basically asked the prosecutor, the public prosecutor, how could you even file this case? How could this case even occur? So they were very surprised and shocked, and the public prosecutor was looking around. He had no answer. So twice, folks, two times. Two times I've been victim of what you can call this shoddy investigations by cops, or fake fabricated cases by cops of India, or you can say deep state agenda. Because I will say deep state agenda, because there is something with the government which basically doesn't like people who are speaking true or who are following the path of truth. The India government basically sides away, is basically shy to basically come forward with them or to have forged relationship with them. That's how what I felt deep state agenda, folks, all the time. So I don't know. I'll give you more details on this topic, but right now we got to focus on other topics as well. So talking on the case of rape, there was another very prominent public figure of India, which was known as Sanger, Kuldeep Singh Sanger, from basically the state of near state of Bihar, UP. He was a lawmaker. Yeah, he was a BJP member, very successful, very popular member of BJP. He was a lawmaker, MLA, and he was basically found to be guilty by the courts of India of committing a serious offense of rape with the minor girls, and also he was found to be murdering their relative. So this was the case, and he is basically out now for a few days, for maybe 2 weeks, on the special condition of medical bail. And basically, when this happened, basically, it's very important to see what the activities these people are going to do, because if he had a very successful and powerful clan, which you can say a lot of BJP members he knows, when he comes out of the jail, he get more influence and he can basically influence on a lot of the things, or maybe he can run other agendas. So this Kuldeep Singh Sanger is basically under watch from a lot of people, and I would say there are some things which have to be basically seen about him. So recently, if you look at the amount of people from BJP membership are basically coming under the accusations of rape, or they're found guilty of rape, there's an increasing high number of BJP personalities, BJP people leadership, which is very strange. And also, if you look at the other perspective, that the rapes of India have surged after BJP have come into the power. So for last 4-8 years, whatever they are in power, there are a lot of rapes. They are surging like anything. So if the BJP government is unable to stop these rapes or basically get the predators curtailed, it's going to be very hard for them. I don't know how they're going to ramp up the numbers of catching the criminals or the perpetrators or the predators. But the sex trafficking is surging. Yep, in India, sex trafficking is surging. I already told you sex trafficking of females is almost $100 billion USD business. It's become an empire now in India for last 4 8 years. And also the sex trafficking of schoolgirls. You will be very surprised. I've given you in my last podcast, in my last video, that the sex trafficking of schoolgirls, minor girls of India, is trending and it's becoming very viral. And there's a huge amount of minor girls being trafficked to the houses, different houses. And this business is almost around 40 billion US dollars. It's all done in cash, folks. So you will not be able to get the bank accounts or Paytm, credit card, MasterCard. No, you will not get that. It's all done in cash, and the agencies are all running around. I am very well aware, and you are aware, that there are agents running around on the bikes, delivering females, girls here and there. Other making news, big headlines in India is the Adani Group, found basically indicted by the US group on the corruption and bribery charges, and the Hindenburg report has come. And now this is going to be a big rigmarole, and it's going to be a big drama over here because the Adani group of companies are very favorite of Narendra Modi, the PM of India, and or the BJP, you can say. And on the other side, there are the Congress, the other party, the India Bloc. They are basically daily staging walkouts in the parliament that, being a darling of PM Modi, they are doing some sort of pardoning or they are doing some cover up. So this is a big tussle and debate going on every day. This is a big news, and it's not a normal news, but the way the cover up happens for the big people or the big powerful companies who are doing some sort of even a act of corruption or bribery. This is very strange in India. So from very large institutions, you can say they're doing a lot of corruption and bribery, or they are accused of that. There must be something going around. Obviously, it will come as the investigation completes. Already, Infosys, the biggest IT company of India, was charged with the from the US on the visa frauds recently and was fined for 3 million US dollar. It was just 2 weeks ago. Infosys was fined for $3 million by the US authorities doing a visa fraud. Yep, the Infosys is a very prominent name, very powerful, successful company, and it's also listed in NYSE and NYSE. It's listed in. So, folks, a lot of these things are coming up, and the scamming business, the thugs, that what can you say about them? The local average people. Okay, so folks, as you can see on the view graph, this is my front yard. Yep, I was out for about some time to do some proper, to do belongings from my car together and to do this sort of house chores. I do it 2 3 after 2 or 3 days. I have three cats, as you're aware, so they got a lot of their poop business, which I have to even uh, have to do some garbage trash. Throwing outside in the bin. So that being said, basically I'm a very rare person seen around because, as I told you, in India, I don't interact with strangers around in my house or residence or neighborhood, because in the strangers of India you are have to be very careful. You never know who could be a racist, fascist, rapist, devil association member, because a lot of metaphor morons. I've seen the gimmickry tricks past 2 3 years, and this whole episode of metaphor was with me for last 7 8 years. I've seen that for 2015-16 onwards, and this was done as some favor from the international community leadership, which I'm aware and you are aware. But I was not part of it. I never participated because that was not my intention. I never asked for anything, folks. I do my research. I do my work for humanity on One World Press, writing articles for last 14 years, which I'm editor in chief. I don't do it for any cash, money, bounty, car, vehicle, or some favors. I do it for humanity and do it for free for all. And if some thugs, some India impersonator thugs, or phone spoofers, spammers are basically scamming this whole episode or this whole thing into asking bounties, car, money, cash, lottery money, females, girls, whatnot, then it's not me. It's never me. It's not me, and it never will be me. And it's always the thugs of India, the beggars, racist faces, rapist beggars association of India, that will be basically doing all this thug or scamming business. I am never part of it. I was never part of it. I'll never be part of it. That is what I want to be very clear. So every time I'm sharing these glimpses of my personal life or view, when I'm out, when I'm not out, it is for those folks, those people, to have a clear outlook that, see, I'm not participating. You can see when I'm out, the original personality is out, all the devils will vanish, all the racist faces, beggars association, devils association, who are the grabbers, hijackers, will vanish. They will not be seen around. Or the delivery agents, which are again the devils of India, delivery agents, they'll not be seen around. When I'm out, they're vanishing. They are only appearing when the devils or the racist faces, rapist devil association of beggars, they will always go to them or approach them, talk to them, because that's the other devil side which they find the devil. So both the devils meet, they say, oh, we are party. So whenever you're seeing me around, I'm giving you these glimpses, the time and the date you can see on the left hand side top corner. That it's very clear. This is IST, India Standard Time, which is December 7th at about 1 a.m. More, it's 1 a.m. December 7th. You can see I was out, I was there, and this is a glimpse that how things happen around. And I'm very clear on it that there is a lot of scamming, thugs, beggars association around, which basically wants to grab things which have come as a favor to me. Since because I'm not part of that association, they are a different association. I don't know how many people are there, but I guess at least 40 50 prime members. Then they're spreading to at least a group of 20 30,000 people. So it could be some basically other political parties in it, which I don't want to divulge here. But I tell you, those people are behind the whole scene. They are creating all this mess. They are creating all this wrong information from my side. So I've been clearing this all along for last 2 years consecutively, but I've been giving you information for last 7 years on my WordPress site that I'm never party to them. I don't get involved in the association of racist faces, rapists, beggars association that demands delivery of females, girls around neighborhood, or sex trafficking of females, girls in neighborhood, or they ask the bounties, car, cash, money, lottery, visa, international visa. I've never taken an international visa. That should be enough. Being original personality as Sjsrana, I've never taken international visa. All the thugs, scammers, beggars association of India have taken that, and the devils participated in the devil's agenda. I don't want to be part of that. If they have an association, large association of 50 40 people, I don't want to be part of that. You will never see me with them, or you will never see them with me. Either it's me, which is truth, or either it's the fake, fabricated, deceit, deception, devils, racist faces, rapists, devils association. Either it will be them, or either it will be me. I'll never be part of them. I can never be part of them, because what they have in mindset is grabbing, hijacking, and begging or stealing. So that's their mindset, folks. That's a low life, very low life. My life is not that. It's a very low life of asking females, girls, hijacking females, girls in neighborhood, catching deliveries of females and girls, stealing females and girls, or basically hijacking females and girls who have come to meet some person, maybe me, original personality. I have not met them. I have not met any female girl person for last 2 years while I'm staying in this new residence over here for past 2 years. So this is the some facts which I want to be very clear. I want to be on the same page with you, so you are aware what's going around, and don't get befooled by India thugs and scammer. You are very aware that India scammers, thugs, impersonators are every day scooping out 100K US dollars from the US alone. Yep, It's not a fiction. I'm giving you a fact. 100K US dollar daily. They are siphoning out. They're scamming from sitting from India, from the US citizens or from the US. That's going on, folks. Every day, 100K US dollars. It's not a small number. Multiply by that by 365. So it's 365 100K US dollars in a year. India Thug Scammer Associations are scooping out or siphoning out that money from the US. So all this monkey business around my neighborhood, I've seen that running for 2023, 2024, the complete monkey business, sex trafficking of females, delivery of international visa, monkey business of lottery, money, cash, bounties, car, vehicle visa. All this monkey business was done for monkeys only. I was never part of that. It was only Devil Association who was basically running the scam. The thugs have taken it all, or maybe they are part of your association. I don't know. But the international community must be aware. The international leadership must be aware. I was never part of it. And whole 2022, 2023, 2024, I've never taken even a single penny or cent from the Devil's Delivery Agent of India, Racist, Fascist, Rapists, Beggars Association. Maybe they are in commune with other devils and beggars association. So I want to be very clear on that. And all the thugs may be telling you around on impersonators that they are friend of mine or I'm friend of theirs, but you can see I never meet them. I never meet them. They never meet me. They know my residence. Everybody knows my residence. Yeah, if somebody is hijacking from some other place, maybe some people are involved over here who are hijacking people or who are diverting people, who are threatening, terrorizing females or girls or basically people, then they are Terrorist Association of India. So you can call them racist, fascist, terrorist, beggars association of India, which could be very well around here working. So because I've seen that for last 10 years, ever since I've landed in India 2010 from the North America, I've seen that working around every time around my neighborhood. Because as you are aware, I've been doing a lot of human rights works while I was in America, US, Los Angeles. I was doing a lot of human rights works while I was in New York, New Jersey. I was doing a lot of human rights works. So there are a lot of connections I have, very huge connection. So those people could have been coming as a favor to meet me or to greet me, but the hijacking, terrorist hijacking around my neighborhood always, they're hijackers, they're terrorists, they'll terrorize them or they'll manipulate them or they'll have deceit, deception, or they say, okay, you stay here, we'll call them or we'll send someone, but that never happens. You have never communicated with me and I have never communicated to you, which you are aware. This is all because of the Racist Faces Terrorist Association, Beggars Association of India, which is everywhere present, and they just grab, they circle around, they basically mushroom around my neighborhood always. Wherever I've been in last past 10 years, they mushroom around that and they try to become like a gangster. So this is a gang stalking on me, as I've told you, 24/7 surveillance on me always for last 7-8 years always, because if they will surveillance me only, then they'll be able to grab, hijack the other people who are coming to meet me. If they don't surveillance me 24/7, how will they able to sell the products? Because they're selling me. Which I'm telling you folks, these the terrorists of India, racist, faces, rapists, beggars, terrorists of India, they're also beggars, terrorists and beggars, which is a very strange combination. You either find terrorists, but they are never beggars, they are not rapists. But over here, you find all the attributes coming into one. They are racist, faces, rapists, terrorist, beggars association. All attributes coming into one. So in India over here, around my neighborhood, always they're mushrooming. They come for some time, or some are there involved for a large amount of time. But that's going on, folks. I want to be very clear on it. You can see I'm here for last 40 minutes. I've been sitting in my car, doing my installation and a lot of other things which I have to fix my car. There was some breakdown which I told you last time. So I'm doing this fix. So I get my time whenever I get it in 24 hours. I don't know when I get time. There's no specific time, because for last 24 hours, every 24 hours of mine is spent on very specific cause and very spiritual uplifting cause and very productive cause, which is basically not aligning with the devil's mindset of sexual perversion or sexual activities, mindset, thoughts, or basically into what you call the narcissist agenda or narcissist thoughts. No, my life is spent for other purpose, folks. I only get 15 to 20 minutes free time, and if I can spend like 20, 30, 40 minutes for some time outside, I spend that time. If it's for gardening, it's for checking on my car or doing some wash up cleanup which I have to do sometime. So that is spent for that purpose only. I get only 20-30 minutes free times in every day, 24 hours. Rest time is spent for my one world press updates and other knowledge I have to gather, other things which I do research on other projects. So these things take up my most of the time for the day. So over here I take a short pause. This video is about 20 minutes long, so I'll take a short pause and I'll reconnect you with a small you can say you can enjoy this music. I love this. This is a very good music. So I take a short pause, folks. So as I told you, I don't interact with the strangers around my neighborhood, and also I don't be a part of devil association because all the devils will vanish when I'm seen around or when I'm there, and you'll never see me with the devils of India, the racist faces or rapist association or beggars devils association, and neither they will come to meet me. All they will do, the work they will do is behind my scene, behind my back. Everything will be done behind my back, and they may claim that they are friends of mine or they're working for me or they are knowing me or I'm working for them. It's all deceit, deception. They are pure devils, folks. They are impersonators, thugs, scammers of India. Stay away from them. Whenever you meet them, if they claim that they are friend of mine or I'm friend of them, you ask them, okay, bring your friend along with you. Where is your friend? If you say you know him or he knows you and you are very well friend of that, you ask them that, okay, show me you, I want to see you together, because the devils always work behind my back. The devils of India, racist faces rapist devils association of India, always works behind my back. This is how it's going on, folks. I've been telling you all along, and this is a long session I've taken just to be on the right track, so you're on the same page. So further, as you are aware, I'm aware of that fact that you are doing some favors, and that favors comes in different forms. And for last 2 years, it's been very progressive, and it's been very in an accelerated form. And from 2023, 2024, around my neighborhood over here, I know you have been going along with a lot of favors. But folks, let me tell you very clear: I've never taken anything of any form for last 2-3 years and past 7-8 years ever since it has started. I was never part of them, I told you. And the other thing is, this has basically hurt me all along, because with the bounties you are distributing to the beggars over here, the beggars, the racist faces begging association over here, those bounties you have been delivering to them for 2023 year 2024, they are basically becoming more and more belligerent devils. They are becoming more evil, because what they're thinking is that this original personality must never be seen. They should no one should meet him, because only then the game will grow. So if the game has to go on, then the original personality must never be shown or must never be given any international visa, bounty, or meet people. Why? Because if that happens, then the game is over. The game is over, folks. So for that thing that is going on, they have been doing all this monkey business around my neighborhood. All the racist, faces, rapists, beggars, devils association have been doing this monkey business. They are el prompto there whenever the things happen, wherever you do a metaphor. They're all prompt over there. It's like a monkey business, like a monkey who will jump and pounce on the things. And you are aware it's not a thing which has started with me for now. It's been for the last 7, 8 years. And if I've done some metaphor, it was always for humanity. I've never asked anything. I've never taken anything. So why this monkey business has to start? So all these monkey business around my neighborhood, the Devils Association, the Beggars Association, have gathering all these bounties, gifts, car, vehicle, money, cash, sex trafficking of females. You know, a lot of sex trafficking of females happened here, and all these bounties they got, they become more and more devil, and so far to an extent that they are becoming an arch enemy to me, because I'm telling you the truth on my portal, on my YouTube, on my portal, and this truth they don't like, they can't digest it because it's a devil mindset. They say we are getting exposed. So if they're getting exposed, they're becoming enemies to me. They're saying, okay, he's exposing us, that we have done this monkey business around, we have done this scamming, this plundering, this befooling people, and raping females around, sex trafficking of females, befooling the females, and raping females and girls around. So those devils which have been raping females around my neighborhood have become totally arch enemy of me. So this is because of your all these bad doings. If you would have not done these bounties things, or this monkey business, or metaphor morons game tricks, this would have never happened. I have been many times into a very risk factor, I tell you. It's become very precarious for me. These devils, monkeys around, the monkey business which they have been doing, and gathering, grabbing everything, hijacking everything around, they have become enemies to me now. I have never participated, I have never been in conflict with them. I don't conflict with these people, with the Beggars Association, but they have basically devil mindset against me, because I'm the original personality. Why would they like to show the original personality to the people? And that's how these monkey business, these monkeys, Devils Association, rapists, fascist, racist beggars of India, have been grabbing, hijacking, stealing everything which you have been showering around. So, folks, very clear, this has become contingent on me, and they've been putting a lot of different deceit, deception, seeded blames, and they have been misleading people, which have basically I come to know from a spiritual sense. Nobody's telling me all these things, but I know, and you are aware of that. They have been seeding misleading information about me, deceit and deception about me. They have been tarnishing my image. They have been being vindictive, very vindictive. All this because of you folks. If the international community, you would have not done this for last 7, 8 years, this monkey business and these people who have become pure devil now would have never come to this stage. They would have been humble, they would have been doing their daily chores or begging around, I don't know what. But these beggars have now become the perfect, pure, evil devil. And they are arch enemy of me. Can you see? Do you ever see them coming to meet me or greet me or to thank me? That's what I want to tell you, folks. You'll never see them meeting me, greeting me, or thanking me. Oh, we have, because of you, because of your courtesy, because of your presence, all these things have come to us, or we have grabbed, or we have hijacked, whatever. At least they could have thanked. But these thankless souls, these devils, pure evil mindset, are too eccentric and too selfish to even be called as humans. They are only to be called as monkeys. The only name good for them is monkeys, because they act like monkey, jumping from one branch, grabbing one branch to the other branch, grabbing one thing to the other. Yeah, like monkeys jumping from one branch to the other branch, grabbing one female to the other female, grabbing one girl to the other girl, and one car to the other car. It's like monkey business. So, folks, this is what I want to be very clear, that you should have been very clever. The agencies that are basically the undercover agencies should have told you long before that this is all India Scammers, Thug Association, Beggars Association who are grabbing everything. The original personality is never involved, is never seen around, and we are not able to meet. So if you are not able to meet that personality, or the personality has not met you, how could you keep continuing this monkey business of metaphor morons or trick gimmickry, or basically trying to have people behave like cats and dogs, stand here, stand there, that game of cats and dogs, the monkey business, should have given you that idea from the intelligence agencies that the original personality is never involved, is never seen around. Also, we know India scammers are now getting hands on deepfake. For last 4 or 5 years, they are very expert on deepfakes. The India Scammers Association, Thugs Association. So, as you are aware, the deepfake and the voice cloning technology from AI has advanced to a very high level, and any voice can be cloned. You saw how the Queen Elizabeth, who is tragically passed, and we still remember that. We just remember her. You know how she released her deepfake, or the deepfake video was released about her when she was live with the whole world. And Elizabeth, the Queen of the UK, had released that deepfake just so that people are aware that it's all possible. People have done it, and they've taken the permission possibly that to have people understand. So the deepfake videos are making all these blur or these scammers more powerful, the devils more powerful. So folks, not only deepfakes but these AI tools are being used by hackers. So the hackers are now getting much more advanced using AI. They are using deepfake. They're using voice cloning. They're also using hacking techniques, learning from AI, or AI do it for them. So you have to be very careful now, and you have to be very specific, very careful, and very clear about what you're doing, what you're delivering, what you're doing favors to, or what you're asking favors from, who you're talking to, and who you're seeing. So right from the day of the Earth planet, it was known seeing is believing. So it was always seeing is believing. But now seeing is not believing if it's done through through this latest technologies of deepfake. So seeing is not believing. That has already broken the barrier. So if this is day and age, you have to be very careful in unless you meet a person in person. If you meet a person in person, only then you have you can repose faith, or you can have the things go forward. But if you're not meeting that person in person, how can you continue the things? So that's what I'm asking all the leader and the community, the world leadership who are doing the favors to me, that how could you keep it continuing? How could you be so trustful on the India scammers, thugs, beggars, racist faces, rapists association, who have been asking females, girls delivery, or doing this monkey business all around? How could you be trusting them so long, so far, and getting befooled again and again? So, but if you want to pick the devils, then you could have always done it straight away. You could have done it the devil way. So if you want to do it, it's very easy. Do the devil way, and the devil will come to you. So if you are making that association of devils, or you want to empower them, then I don't mind. I would tell you there are other ways. You can ask AI now how you can attract more devils, the beggars, racist faces, rapist devils, and this association. You can always ask AI. They will give you better performance ideas how you can run this metaphor more on monkey business, but not around my neighborhood. I will never participate. I've never participated for last 7-8 years. You are aware. I never do it. If you believed it was, you were befooled again and again and again by the India Scammers and Thug Association. So folks, in closing, I want to leave here, and as you can see, I did this visit, this another video, just so that you are aware, because I done it on December 5th, 6th, and I'm doing it on December 7th. So basically in continuation. So it's two in a row, just so that you are aware that yes, what I've been giving you is the real fact. So there is no dilemma. There's no you can do cross checking, and you can see what's going around. And I've been doing this for this purpose only. Okay, I take the leave here. I'll leave you some of my old videos here. Bye folks. World War 3 as a hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yep, the World War 3 began in 2020. So folks, don't be misled. It didn't start with 2022 February, March, when Russia, Ukraine got involved in the war. It started in 2000, basically 19 onwards. So 2020, hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. You can go and search that. So folks, right now lot of news regarding the DD is there. As you can know, DD has been acting as a sex trafficking agent and enjoying abusing a lot of females. That's currently going on after Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, R. Kelly, all in jail for sex enjoyment forcefully with multiple females, massive females. So DD is there. Now one thing which is common in all those people, R. Kelly, or Epstein, or Harvey Weinstein, or you can say Ghislaine Maxwell and DD is that their real estate, which is the property they own, whatever, let's say they have 5 acres or 10 acres or 100 acres of property, whatever property they own, in that property they always maintain a diary of who is coming, and when they are running this pedophile sex trafficking things, only few people will know what they are doing, and which room, which villa, which residence, which room, which house this female will be housed and stored, and then who can come, which devil, which racist faces rapist devil can come, and they can rape the female. So this information is only known to select few or to a group of people. And those people who are human rights activists, who are truth followers, they will never share that information because the game will be over. That's why the Epstein sex trafficking pedophile island could run for decades and decades. It ran for from 1990 onwards till 2000, you can say 15, 16. They were openly running this sex trafficking minor girls, abusing minor girls in massive numbers. And authorities of US failed to even recognize why, because this was a kept secret. But all the pedophiles, pervert, predator who visited pedophile island in Epstein, which is known as the real estate of Epstein, pedophile island, were enjoying the females daily and nightly. But the US authorities never came to know. It took them almost around 20 years to catch Epstein for the real estate. You can say the property of Epstein, where the minor girls were trafficked, females were trafficked, they were being enjoyed by predators, pedophiles. Why? Because they were never known, they were never told. So the information is very important. If the information is spread to all the people across, then they can stop these nefarious activities. But if it's done in secret, and a lot of people, it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So a lot of people would like to enjoy a female minor girl, so they will join the crowd of Epstein. So they will become a close clan association, and rest others will have no information, even though if they are working there. Lot of people who are working in DD Coms or Jeffrey Epstein, pedophile island, real estate, lot of people, staff members, were not knowing actually what was going on. Only select few association of devils, racists, you can say rapist devils, pedophiles, they were knowing what to do, in which room, which location the female will be stored, what they have to do. So this is how it happens, folks. India is very popular for the same technology. Right now, for last 2-3 years, India has completely deployed Epstein and Dedicom's sex trafficking technology. They know it's very important to form an association. Select few people in thousands, or maybe 10,000, 100,000 people will know where the female will be stored in a real estate, in a property which is spanning around 5-10 acres. They will know which room, which villa, okay, which residence around will be where female will be stored and coming. They all know. They come and rape, they grab, they do what not nonsense, all the abuses they do. But the other people, saints, innocents residing around, will have no idea, because neither they are part of the clan, neither they want to join, neither they are informed. They are never aware a female has come or a person has come to meet. Same is the case with me in my neighborhood. I've been telling you. First of all, I don't participate ever in sex trafficking. I don't even interact with females who are sex trafficked or who are running for a prostitution business. I don't interact. I've never interacted. And I am not interested, because I keep telling you, around my neighborhood, I don't talk to strangers. I don't talk. No, man, I don't talk. You never know what kind of negative karma they're bringing. I can see, I can sense the negative karma. I don't want to do that, because it will be a contingent on me, on my karma. Why should I go and take their bad karma or the negative malicious karma? So I don't talk to strangers, first of all. And this is how the pedophile rings or the sex trafficking works in masses, folks. In India, it's very popular. Sex trafficking of female is very, very popular. It's the fastest and the largest growing industry in India. Sex trafficking of females at night hours. And it will be mostly in the neighborhood. It's very open. In some house, a female will be stored, and the information will be spread to the racist, fascist, rapist, devil association of India. And saints will not be informed. Innocent saints, original personality is never informed. If I'm informed, I'll report to cops, or I'll make a movie. I'll tell them this is going on. So they're never informed. People come to meet. They always keep in their close group, close clan like clan of dogs, of wolves, and that's how these people are surviving. That's how DD-coms thrive. In his pedophile island, in his, or you can say in his property real estate, only Diddy Combs knew who all has to be informed about new arrival of female or girl, and they have to pounce on that female or girl, or they have to rape that female or girl. Only Diddy Combs and his close associates knew about it. Rest other, even though residing in his real estate, never knew about it, because they never shared that information, folks. You have to open your eyes. Don't become a lame duck. Don't become a lame duck. Open your eyes and work for humanity, folks. Okay, folks, latest news on the Attorney General pick from Trump. Basically, Palm Bondi has been picked after the former rep representative Matt Gaetz withdraws from the Attorney General post. As you are aware, that Representative Matt Gaetz has been accused and has been known with the proof evidence that he had paid over 10,000 US dollars for having sex with underage girls. Yep, yeah, having sex with underage girls. Matt Gates was accused of paying over 10,000 US dollar. So, folks, it's very important to know. You could be having a lot of people who is very popular, but popular people don't make them in popular in ethical standards or codes and ethical and morality. So, the ethics committee of the House, the Senate, have decided that it is very hard for them to induct Representative Matt Gaetz into the Attorney General of the U.S. And here you can see Trump made a blunder here. Yep, it's a blunder. It's not a small mistake. He made a blunder, and that's the problem with Trump. Trump makes a lot of these blunders. He simply oversees. He simply ignores the basic core crux that the people have to be pure from ethics. They cannot be raping girls or having involved in sex or paying sex workers or whatnot, and then come as a leader or leadership for U.S. Trump is failing to recognize that part. And I don't know what goes on with him. In the last election, also, there were a lot of things. Even the current trials running on Trump for paying sex, or for what you are aware, which is it is running a trial that he paid to the to have them silenced for the rape or sex, whatever molestation they claim. So this is another ball game going on. It's very important for people to be very pure in ethics, very pure in moral standards if they want to run as a leadership anywhere. And especially the US, it's very important. People in US are very much fond of a truthful life. They will not have this keep thing running. They will always protest. So folks, very important. So in India, state of Manipur, yep, it's a state, you can say north eastern state of India, Manipur, and it's been constantly running under ethnic violence cleansing. What you can say, a lot of people have started saying openly that this is a ethnic cleansing agenda. Lot of Christian communities which is residing there in Manipur state have been protesting, have been openly saying protesting that they are facing the wrath of ethnic cleansing agenda. And this situation has worsened so much that the leading political groups, Congress and BJP, are fighting because people are blaming the local people of Manipur are blaming the ethnic tribal Kuki communities are blaming BJP government because BJP government has been seen siding with a lot of you can say right wing political parties or association, also a lot of radical racist fascist association. That's what BJP is being seen now. And a lot of people, especially the communities of Muslim Christians, are outrightly saying, and they are protesting on this also, that BJP must not participate in the racist faces agenda. They must not. And the people, the leaders, the leadership, and the leaders of BJP must be away from that. That's what people are claiming. And I think somewhere PM Modi has to take some strong action that the racism, fascism should not basically impair his political party, or else it will be very hard for him to continue. And maybe people can protest. Maybe in India people will protest. You never know. So it's very important, folks. And a lot of these things are making news. Recently there was an earthquake. As I was making the video, before that, about hour and a half back, there was an earthquake in Manipur. So it's Mother Nature call or Mother Nature action call that the racism, fascism, ethnic cleansing agenda must end. I think it's nature protesting, Mother Nature protesting also. So folks, lot of new developments. So keep watching around. I'll take a leave from here. I leave you with my old clippings or old YouTube clippings where you can reconnect with what I have done in the last video update. So that's work for the humanity. I keep spending 2 to 3 hours. I'm a single man person, single man army, working for humanity, trying to dispel the darkness and trying to ward off India imposters, thugs, impersonators, scammers, racist faces, rapist devil association. I've been exposing that from my limited point of view and scope, because I'm not a person who is having a lot of people meet me or come to me, flock to me, because they simply don't stand with the truth. They don't like truth. They don't stand with truth. That's the problem with the India. Many population, lot of population of India, they don't stand with truth. They don't want to follow truth. They only want to follow the leadership or people who are basically giving them other entertainments. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is November 15th, time about 2000 hours IST India Standard Time and about 4 a.m. EST Eastern Standard Time, November 15th. So we are looking at the sun with lot of CMEs going on, but it's going to cool off now. Okay, from November 15th, it's going to be cooler, and for at least 4 5 days, 7 days, it's going to be cooler. You can also see a coronal hole, massive coronal hole above the small CME portal which is opening up. So these are all portals, folks. I will not like to divulge how the sun portals are opening up and how they are used for interstellar travels. I will not divulge that information, but yes, these portals at very specific times can be used for interstellar travels. And you can do interstellar traveling, you can do interspace traveling, inter-universe traveling. That's all possible using the energy of sun. So folks, again, I will give you some glimpse of one of the very good quotings from the spiritual guru, which is Guru Granth Sahib and Guru Nanak, the founder of the religion of Sikh. And there's very good expert here I'm going to share with you for about a minute, because we are celebrating his birth arrival today on November 15th. So I'm sharing with this 1 minute. So it's been said that how the four ages, the four dark ages, four ages, good ages also, are compressed and being described. So the first age, which is known as the Sat Yuga, was also being defined as a yuga where, they would have people who would, like Bali, would have the strength and stamina to fight and do things. Then there was second yuga, which was the Treta Yuga, which was under Shri Ram. He was celebrated as a Yogvanshi and was also very noble person, was following the standards. Then it was Treta with Shri Krishna. Then in the Kali Yuga, it is only Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, known by Guru Angad, Guru Amar Das, and these saints have 10 saints together, saints, gurus together, which is the 11th Guru, Guru Granth Sahib, has been giving the light to the world, folks. And you can read always. Okay, that's my glimpse. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana reporting for November 15th, 2024, time about 2 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, New York time, and about 12:40 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. So, as you are aware, I've been covering a lot of topics for you, and this is one of my direct interaction over the YouTube video, where I'm trying to give you some glimpse of what's coming ahead and what's going to go on with the world events. As I've been predicting all along for the humanity, for the cause of humanity, for them to understand and realize what's going around and how they can be better prepared for events that are lying ahead. So these events are very serious in nature at times, or at times they are natural Mother Nature wrath, which is unavoidable. So these all topics are all there. So this is the reason why I've been promoting all these videos, and you can always visit on my oneworldpress.org site, or you can also visit on worldpress.wordpress.com, just to stay ahead, because recently, before elections, US elections on November 5th, 2024, 2 days before, all my Facebook threads and Instagram accounts were hijacked under the Meta criminal cronies rules and regulations, and mostly the Zuckerberg virus, which is circulating around with basically imposing restrictions on a lot of influential people. So in 2020, you are aware, Donald Trump, who is now set to become president-elect, his account was hijacked also by the same Meta media. So this Meta virus, this Meta of Zuckerberg, basically Zuckerberg behind the scenes, in front is Meta, and in front is Facebook. So this is how three-tier layered is layered up, and all the calls, all the data manipulation being shots being called by Zuckerberg, whoever it's coming under the company Meta, which is becoming giant now. It's like anaconda. So I tell you folks, if you can understand what I'm trying to tell you, the Meta is becoming like anaconda. Yeah, the anaconda of Amazon, which is going to engulf, which is going to gulp all the other small things around, moving things around.